Alright guys, time for a little get ready with me on YouTube because apparently TikTok is getting banned. I have not posted on YouTube in like 3 years or more actually, and I just figured why not start now since apparently TikTok is getting banned. I'm just gonna do something really simple today because I don't have that much going on. I have to run a few errands and then go to the gym, so I don't want to have like a whole bunch of makeup to take off. I've been seeing a lot of videos of people saying that they're gonna change their location to Canada or somewhere else to try to avoid the ban, but I honestly don't feel like doing all of that, and I don't think most people are going to. I'm taking this as a challenge, you know? Nothing in life is permanent, and we just kind of need to embrace that. So instead of talking about these things on TikTok, I just decided why not make an old-fashioned YouTube video. I grew up watching YouTube, so I think it would be perfect to just make this into a YouTube video. So what I want to talk about while I'm getting ready today is actually my city, Miami, what it's really like living here as a local. I love this concealer so much, but it's so yellow on me. It just looks ridiculous. There's a lot of conflicting information out there from people who are not from Miami telling you what Miami is or isn't. And I'm not here to say that those people are wrong because that is their lived experience. But I do think that if I were thinking about moving somewhere, I would really want to know from the local, not from people who only go to the same like 3 blocks and the same like overpriced restaurants and the same overpriced bars as everyone else. First thing I'm going to say is that Miami has changed a lot post-COVID. It's expanded tremendously and gotten exponentially more expensive, especially for people who are from here. The only reason why there seems to be a misconception that Miami is like affordable is because the people who keep saying that are people who move here from like California or New York. And most of these people still have their New York salary, their California salary, or they come here with their self-sustaining businesses that they built in cities like New York or California, and then they want to come here and like exploit the fact that it's slightly more affordable just because we're in Florida. We have been named the most unaffordable state, the most unaffordable city for months now. Obviously, me saying that doesn't mean anything. Like, people are still gonna come here and like they're allowed to, because whenever I leave a comment like, here, don't spread these lies about it being affordable, don't encourage other people to move here, I get backlash like, well, everyone's allowed to do and move and whatever, it's a free world. Correct, you are allowed. That's why you did it. But that doesn't mean we have to like rally behind you. As I suspected, it didn't stick very well because I stupidly applied lip balm before putting it on. Now, aside from the fact that it's unaffordable for locals, it's also really unaffordable for other people. And I know so many people from New York and California that you can tell their life is not as good as where they used to live. Editing me because I realized I never finished my statement. What I meant to say was that I've met so many wonderful people who've moved here from all over the US. Pretty much regret their choice without saying that because they came here and realized it's really not as affordable. They actually got jobs here and realized that the salary is way lower than what they were making in other states. That everyday expenses like going out to eat, drinking, everything else is pretty much on par with like big cities like New York and LA and San Francisco. So that's what I meant to say. Like, a lot of people moved here. I can see they regret it because their quality of life has decreased substantially, but it's almost like because they already made the move, now moving back is like a whole other hurdle. I realized I started doing my eye makeup and completely lost my train of thought with that statement. So, but because they have like the sunk cost fallacy, they feel like they have to love Miami just because they moved here, even though they totally don't get the vibe, they don't get the culture, they don't like that you have to speak Spanish everywhere, which is very true. Or somewhere in Miami and they're not speaking to you in Spanish everywhere, then you're not in Miami. Like, a Cuban American myself, I think it's great. I take a lot of pride in it. When it's like any other place in the world, they think it's like so cute when there's like another language spoken. Like, if you go to New Orleans and people speak like Creole or French, people love it. You know, they're like, oh my God, it's so different. But for some reason, when it's Miami, everyone's like, this is so annoying, they should learn English. I just think it's very interesting and I wonder why. Same thing with like Quebec. Like people in Quebec speak French and stuff, and people love it. They're like, oh my god, it's like going to France without going to France. Which, by the way, no, it's not, because they don't even speak the same type of French. Any French person will tell you that. But for some reason, when it's in Miami, like everybody has a problem if you speak Spanish. Eyebrow is looking very crazy. It's very dark. One thing that I find I'm really spoiled about when I'm living in Miami is just the nightlife. Like, I was shocked to cities like LA and New York and find out that like a lot of the clubs close at like 2 a.m. Like, that's actually insane. In San Francisco, when I went, most of the clubs closed at like 1 a.m. And that's just insane, because here people don't go out till at least midnight. So I just do not get how anybody goes out over there. I also can't believe I saw a girl on TikTok say that she moved from LA to Miami, and she said that she doesn't need a car in Miami. If that ain't the most "I've never left Brickell in my life" statement I've heard, that's really what made me want to make this video, because newsflash, you 1010% need a car in Miami. Like, it's not even a joke. Anyways, I would love to hear from like Miami locals, because it feels like our culture and like our city's kind of like getting destroyed, and I've probably been grieving it for the past like 3 years. Just don't really see it getting any better, and I think I've gone through like all the stages, and now I've just like accepted that like in a few years Miami's gonna be like unrecognizable. I don't know, it's like really sad, but it just is what it is, right? Like, just like TikTok can't be forever, Miami can't be forever, I guess. Wow, this came full circle in a way I didn't expect. Talking about Miami again, I think I'm really over it, honestly. I want to move, and it's been my goal for a while. But this year, even though we're only on like the first week of January, I really feel like things are aligning for me to leave. So I really hope it happens. Feels kind of sad, like you're losing a battle because everyone else is moving here and more locals are moving out. But like I said, I've gone through all the stages of grief at this point, and there's really nothing you can do. Like, things are always gonna change, no matter if it's for the better or worse. Try to do this again. I'm applying my hoops, my statement piece. About my hair, I'm gonna go to the gym today, so I wasn't gonna wash it before this video, since I'm just gonna wash it after the gym. It looks crazy, but it's okay. I think she's ready. My bestie taught me this trick. Take a little bit of a liquid blush in the middle. It gives nice dimension, and it's like powdery. I don't know, it looks really good. A nice lip oil. There she is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you like what you see, you subscribe, and I'm gonna be posting more often if I can stick to it. Thank you.